guys, welcome back to JTV, and this is J-Talkshow, and my name is Susan Agyei. So on today's episode, we are going to be talking about single or relationship. Which one is better? Which one do you prefer? Let me know in the comment section. And without wasting much time, I have Rami, Nana Aisha, and
Godfred.
Thank you guys for coming.
Thank you.
So, relationship or single? Aisha.
It's a personal choice. You decide what you want from your personal standpoint.
Okay. So, which one do you prefer?
I prefer both, but currently I'm single.
So should I make an advertisement for you? Like,
Do it.
applications are welcome.
Yes, they are welcome, dude.
Yeah, she's very much single. You can, email her with your application. Godfred.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. It depends on the situation. Depends on the time, because probably you might be busy doing other stuff, so you think maybe you are not prepared to have the time to be in a relationship. Or at times too, you feel I'm ready for it and I go for it. So there are a lot of factors that come in play to choose whether or not to be in a relationship.
Okay. So let's talk about the advantages of both. The advantages and the disadvantages of both. So I think we can all say something. Whether you've been in a relationship before, you've definitely been in a relationship before.
Mm-hmm.
So as you don't,
Yes, I did
exactly. So we're going to talk about the advantages and the disadvantages. So, Godfred, the advantages. Let me start with single. What's the advantages of being single?
I think one of the huge advantages, I think, is you have time to do a lot of stuff that single people can do, but those in relationship cannot do.
Exactly, like.
Because sometimes you want to speak to your girlfriend or your boyfriend, and at times you wouldn't have time for yourself to do certain things. Like, for instance, maybe you are learning, I don't know, a trade or another, or maybe trying to learn an instrument, for example. Let me say an instrument, for example. Sometimes to be able to play the instrument well, you need time to practice. But if you're in a relationship, you have to make time for each other. You have to make time.
Your girlfriend.
Yeah, that one too is there.
She would still understand.
Yeah, that one is there, but mostly you'd want to have time to yourself to talk, to know each other, to talk and everything. That takes time, and so probably you might not have the time to learn the instrument. It's just one example I'm giving. There are lots, but it's just one example. So I think one of the huge things is the time you have on your hands to do things that maybe you would want to do. And I don't know if Aisha has one advantage.
I would say the time is right in a way, but not necessarily a problem. But mostly the advantage I think comes with it is you have yourself to yourself. You don't report to anyone. You don't have to take decisions with somebody. You take it on your own. You are on your own. Everything you do. When you are in a relationship, mostly your actions reflect on your partner. Your partner doing things, they have to take into consideration. Oh, people know I'm with this person.
Yeah.
If I say this thing, will it reflect good on my partner? My partner being at home, she's not involved or he's not involved. But if I say this, people will reflect it on him. Hey, she allowed his girlfriend to come and say this, or she allowed her boyfriend to come and say this. I know a lot of scenarios, even here in Morocco, that the girlfriends tell their boyfriend, you cannot go here again, you cannot go and talk on the page again, you cannot do this again because it does not reflect better on me. But when you are single, you don't have to take somebody's into consideration before you go and say what you want to say. Or before you go and go to where you want to go. Anything you do, you report to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all in all, it's like the decisions you make you have only you in mind.
Yes.
Only you in mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
you have
when
your
you're in a
personal
relationship,
space, your personal
yeah,
self.
when you're in a relationship, when you make a decision, you have the other person.
Consider the other
Yeah,
person.
exactly. So
Yeah, you have to even discuss some things you take some decision you want to take with the other person and all that. And that thing can be positive and
Yes,
can be
yes.
negative in a
Yeah.
way too. So yeah. That's
Okay.
what I think the advantage is.
Okay, so I also think it sort of gives you the time to study your own self and know yourself.
Love
know
yourself.
what you
Yeah.
self-love for. Know yourself, know what you like and what you don't like, the limits you can take, and
Get to know yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's strong point.
But men being in a relationship, it can still take time to
actually, relationship is
No, I actually think relationship shows
shows
you
you
more
who,
about yourself.
how you treat the other person.
In a way too.
It teaches
yes.
you,
Yeah,
how
you
you
learn
treat
what
the
you
other
like
person.
from what the person is doing to
Yeah.
you. I like this.
So,
I like this.
so even if it doesn't work out, you get to
You
know
learn a
the
lot of
things,
lessons to move forward.
the things I like, the things I didn't like, and so when you are looking for another girl, you have those lessons in mind. So your decision will be based on those lessons that you have.
So that point is an advantage to both being single and both being in a relationship. Yes.
So I don't know if we can really talk about advantages and this because you look at both ways, like
it goes down to personal choice.
So I don't know if you should tell me the advantages and this because
no, I think that being single also has a disadvantage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Disadvantage
it boils down to your personal your personal choice, where you are mentally. Are you ready to involve somebody else in your life?
Yeah.
Are you ready to cohabit with somebody, not in the same house, but when you're in a relationship, the person is in your life. A lot of things, we are doing it together. Yeah. So are you ready for that? Are you in the level where you are ready to be like, oh, my boyfriend says this, I'm doing this, or I'm not doing this because my boyfriend doesn't support, or my girlfriend doesn't support. Are you ready for all that? So it boils down to personal choices. And when it comes to disadvantage of being single, disadvantage. Do you have to say disadvantage?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Should we use those
same
terms?
point can come back to being a disadvantage. Sometimes there are some things that there are some decisions you want to take that you really will want somebody to discuss this with. Oh, I would really want a partner to help me make this decision. Like how you said previously that women like men who are decisive, who can decide. Sometimes you just need somebody to decide with, and maybe you don't want a woman's perspective.
Exactly.
You want a man. You want somebody who
But
knows.
you have a friend.
No, it's not all the time that we can open up completely with friends. But sometimes you open up better with a partner because you know each other on that level, or we are getting to know each other on that level. So sometimes the disadvantage is that you are not always open, or you always do not have people a special somebody to discuss stuff with. And it gets lonely too.
I think to most people that is the main disadvantage.
It gets lonely. You have me like this. I'm on my phone. My phone is my companion. It's my everything. But there are some people who cannot be on social media. They want somebody to be talking to all the time. It gets so lonely too. So that's also a disadvantage. And then what else?
Maybe that one.
And then sometimes you feel like you are wasting your life. You are growing. There's nobody you are getting to know. There's nobody you are building a future with. There's nobody you have some goal in front of you, like targeting it with a person. You are just going alone, waiting for when to start. Like me like this, I would have wanted to have babies early, but now the way it's going with career and everything, I'll grow very old before I have children. That's how I'm seeing it.
But it's all about these priorities.
Yes.
Which one would you like?
No,
more?
but let's be honest. Even if I put my career on hold, I don't have a man who will say I want to marry you right now.
Like you're talking about right now.
Yes, right now. I still don't have a man. If I find a man today,
no, you said you want to give birth early. So
I would have wanted to have babies. And you know when it's very.
At what age were you thinking? What
in your early 20s or at least 25 going. You know when your child is like 15 and you are also in your 40s. It's very nice. Like you see your child sees your youth. you also grow up with
Yeah,
each
but
other.
I
in
feel
the same
you
level
need
with
some
your
level
child.
of maturity
Before you have
before you can have a baby.
That's what I'm
or
saying.
a
When
child.
it comes to how the realization I'm having now, I'm like, nah, it won't be now. Because it's a great task to just do it right. But before I used to think, oh, I want to have it.
I think we all have that mentality. I want to marry early,
I think
have kids
when
early.
it comes to
But life hits you and you're like,
Yes.
I have to adjust my thinking.
life can slap you like
I have to
a
adjust
friend
my
who
thinking.
every year she has 2 years. 25. No, now it's 27. Next year when she's 25, she will say 29. She will just be adding and be adding.
I think parenthood is a different ball game altogether.
It's
Because you have to mature, you can't behave like your child, like not as in a way that you're trying to make the
gives me
child happy or
anxiety
something,
thinking
but
of
then
being
you have to
parents.
grow mentally and everything to be able
because
to handle that.
it's not like a competition where you are competing with someone because the person gave birth. And you also want- You have to be prepared to.
Yeah.
Now, me, if
For
I see
that,
somebody
so-
who has given birth, I always, like, my respect for them changes. It goes to a high level. I'm like, wow, I can't do what you are doing. Like, I
So
respect.
you have to be prepared
Yeah.
to.
Especially when you want to have those kids in a certain environment, like, and you can't provide that now, so you have to.
And at times for women, I understand women
I can't even
because
provide for my own self.
and sometimes I understand women because of your biological cycle and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for us, it becomes a
But
problem.
for a
That's-
man, it's not really
that
because
signs
a
are
man
synchronous.
40, 50 years can still give birth.
No, but statistics shows men also have a disadvantage.
Yeah, but
when you grow
it's
to
not
a-
it's not as
40,
huge.
I think it's 40.
Yeah.
That's
At
when
sperm
the-
banks after 35,
That's when
they
the
don't take your
DNA
sperm.
fragmentation happens.
But
At sperm banks after 35, a man's sperm is not accepted.
yeah, it's
Because
because
you have a high chance of giving birth to an autistic child. A lot of disadvantages.
autistic.
Yeah, you should search
Well, I
online.
don't know
You
about that
find
one,
it.
but
Have you heard about it?
Not yet,
You should
but so
search
you
online,
have to hurry up soon or your
Yeah,
sperm
you
to
still
become
have a-
invalid.
no,
If you
because
want healthy children,
men
earlier you do it, the
men
better.
do not have that.
the
That is
sperm does not stop producing.
No.
yeah,
The
the sperm-
hormones and the strength of it reduces.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
I know.
We are
I
talking
know,
about
but
the
men can
capable
still give
ones.
birth. But
They
women,
can,
yeah.
but how
women
strong
after a
will the
certain
child?
time,
Yeah.
it becomes almost
becomes
impossible.
hard,
yeah, for a woman. So I understand why women
Yeah,
sometimes
that
want.
way we
Yeah,
understand.
have
we are
kids
on it.
early.
And-
Yeah.
we are on it.
Yeah.
A time frame.
It's like we are sitting on a time bomb. Please don't stress me.
You shouldn't put stress on yourself.
I
You
can't
should be,
do
Oh,
that.
you should
yeah,
be
yeah,
prepared.
yeah.
You
Nobody-
should- it's like you shouldn't just say I want to give birth because I want to give
Yeah.
birth. Like,
Yeah.
why are you giving birth?
I
Are
think
you ready
just
for
worried
it?
the
everything
child.
have to be ready mentally, emotionally, like everything.
I was making a point that right now at this age, if I find a man right now, I'll have to be with this man for at least 3 years before the man will be convinced that I want to marry you. Even in that 3 years, me would I even be in a good position career-wise, in life-wise, to be like I
And
want
even
to
at
marry
the end of it, if he decides that he won't marry you,
Yes,
That's
you're
also
facing another
another
thing. You see, you're not starting all over again. No, so yeah, that's one disadvantage of being single. You have you are not looking at any future in terms of marriage.
Yeah.
You're just there. Hey, when is it coming to be? At least if you're in a relationship, even though there's a possibility that you will never marry, at least there's somebody you are building to like that step with. You are climbing that step with. Yeah, looking at that future.
Yeah, and also about that thing, to be in a relationship, it means you have a reason. Why do you want to be in a
Yeah, there
relationship?
must be a reason.
Are you in it for fun or is it leading to some place? And so
Someplace.
it has a reason. So you must have a reason.
And
as
both
to
of
why
you should
want-
be on the same reason.
Yeah. But I think there are some relationships they are just having fun. Both of them.
But they agree that
They agree that they're having fun. So you just have to have a reason. Why do you want to be in a relationship?
Yeah.
So you should
Make
ask
sure your
yourself.
reason is
Yeah, you should
a
ask
valid
yourself.
reason.
You should ask yourself, like, why do I want to be
That's
in a
a good
relationship?
point.
Is it just because I want the companionship,
Yeah,
or
because I'm lonely.
because I'm lonely, or is it because I want to build? You know,
Or
I want-
sometimes I want financial
I
help.
mean,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
Because-
exactly. Yeah,
Or
yeah,
because I
financial
really
help.
want to get to know somebody. I really
Yeah.
want to build a future with someone. You should know your reason.
Yeah,
it should be
you
a
should-
valid
you
reason.
should know.
No, because the society is pushing you that you're getting
Yeah,
old
yeah, yeah.
and then
Yeah,
you
you
have to
should
marry and
But
have kids.
I believe now a lot of relationships are just for fun.
Yeah,
It's what I believe. Like relationships are just for fun.
90%.
there's no goal in mind. There's no end goal in mind. They are just
there's no
there for fun.
commitment.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Which
They are just
is
catching
sad.
cruise.
Like
Catching.
because at the end of it all, if now you are prepared to marry, you carry all the baggages from all
the
those
heads.
relationships. Yeah, then you are bringing it now to the marriage now that you are settled. But because of the play you've played, it's now coming back to haunt you. And so
I
we
mean,
need
that's
to
the
have-
point Brianna made.
we need
that
to have
why should I waste
reasons.
my time and just get
Exactly. If it's not leading
Yeah.
to marriage
Yeah.
or
Yeah, exactly. So I agreed with her actually that you shouldn't go into a relationship I'm just
Because
going.
having
just
fun.
for going,
just for fun.
going.
But also,
sake.
if you are doing that, both of you should know that we are just having fun. Sometimes the women, we catch feelings early, we are emotional. The woman is looking at a bright future with you. Meanwhile, in the man's head, we are just wasting our time. We are just doing something. Especially here in Morocco, we are just having fun in Morocco. After
Yeah,
that,
exactly. But you should know sometimes when people from different countries are in a relationship,
Yeah.
I ask myself, so after Morocco, is there a realistic chance that
my point too.
you guys will still be like?
but there
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, there.
So
I'm not
far-
saying there are
so
not.
far,
There are.
someone's like I think so far someone's worked out.
Yeah, some
Some of the
yeah, I know, but like for me, my thinking, I'm like,
That's my
do you-
thinking too.
Yeah, after Morocco,
I always say I can never-
how will you guys make it work? Is it that you guys will
The
go to one
cultural
person's country, the
difference
cultural
and all
differences, the food, or is it that you guys will go to a neutral
that
Yeah, I
place?
feel like dating other people, you should start it early when that one should be fun for you. If me, I just want to get to know maybe a Nigerian, it should just be fun. The Nigerians don't come for me. I'm not being, I'm just saying. And you should start that one early, like French here. You will start having fun with a Nigerian, at the end, after 24 years, I'm done here, I'm going. You go, that one. But you know, wait till you are old, you are 25, you are now going to get to know a Nigerian. Especially when the person does not have the mind to marry someone else from another country.
Yeah.
You are both going to waste your time, but you are old and you are wasting each other's time.
Yeah, but even that one, the countries, it depends on how close they are.
Yes.
It depends.
Yes.
For instance, someone from and this is Zambia and Ghana, like at least we are far apart a bit, and the culture is a bit
so
different.
different.
So different.
Yeah, I understand.
And
Nigeria
so
and
for
Ghana is similar.
yeah, we are a bit similar, and so
Yeah.
it can work. But
How
cultural
about
difference.
Ghana and Togo?
Oh yeah, Ghana and Togo, we are close. Like we are just
I feel
yeah,
like
we are just. So it depends on how different the two people
Yeah.
I
are.
also think that way that dating somebody who is not from your country,
Yeah, I've
It
not
just-
tried
it's
that
always-
before.
you always feel like they are just having fun, and it's
Yeah.
true. Why is it?
A lot of the times it doesn't work out,
A
especially in
lot.
Morocco here.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
after you are done, like I'm
One
done with
person
school,
will
one
go
person
before the
goes.
other person.
Yeah, one person
Right.
goes their way, the other person, and I can't say I'm going home and I'm there, like I'm waiting for you. Like
My
meanwhile,
class-
when you finish, it's not like you are coming back to my country.
Yeah.
You are going to your
My
country.
classmates Moroccans asked me this question, and this is the answer I gave. Even in Ghana, my father was from the north, my mother was from the south. It was not something I would even advise. But even
Yeah,
in
it
the same
wasn't
country,
easy.
it was not two different religions. It was a whole different thing. As I'm sitting there, I don't even know my father's name. You see, sometimes it's that even in Ghana, two different tribes far
Yeah.
from each other. It even has a disadvantage. So
Yeah.
imagine
Different
Zambian,
country. Yeah.
Ghanaian or Moroccan somebody. But it can work though.
Of course, it can. Yes,
Like I
yes,
said,
it can.
like some have really worked.
Yeah, it
worked
can.
out.
Love is love.
But it will require
Yeah.
more work,
Yeah.
extra
The
work.
effort.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just for the two families to agree.
Yes.
It's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not even about
I've
family.
not
it's
tried
about the two
dating
of you.
somebody outside my country before. I wanted to try, but at this point, I can't risk
Yes, you see,
it.
at this point
I
you're
can't
too old to
risk it.
really start playing that game. Me,
I can't
me,
risk
if I
it.
thought about it earlier, I would have started that long ago, and I would have just tried it.
Just the feeling of, dating somebody.
Getting to know someone's
Yeah.
culture.
Mm.
But now that no, we are growing. There's no time for that games.
Charlie, we have grown up women amongst us.
Yes. There's no time for that anymore.
Yeah.
We have grown up women.
So the
Wow.
next question.
So let me ask this So my director posted this on Facebook, relationship and single, and somebody said single because being in a relationship is very stressful. Like, I was like, are you doing some type of
Like, yeah.
work
Work.
or
Stressful.
I know somebody who says being in a relationship hinders one's progress.
spiritual?
Why are you married? Are you married to a?
Career
Are you married
No,
to
not-
a witch or are you married to a wizard?
I'm not sure it's spiritual,
Or-
like in terms of education, your career, where you are trying to get to.
Okay, I get the point. Like you wouldn't have time for
Time
all
for
those
your-
things, for like schooling and
Yeah,
stuff.
but using the word
No.
hinder your progress is
It's a huge word.
absurd.
Yeah.
I even think like in a way, if you are with the right partner, even
It will rather
Motivates
push you.
you,
Yeah, it will
motivates
push you.
you.
Yeah, yeah.
I have a friend who always wants to be in a relationship because her partners motivate her.
Mm,
When she's down, she gets somebody to be like, get up, go and do it.
mm,
So because of that, she does not like being single.
Yeah, there are some people that will actually help you grow. And there are, if she says that, and there are those people that wouldn't also want your progress, like as she's saying, like those people that wouldn't want you to, like when you say, I want to pursue this career.
No, this
they'll say,
person-
no, like, you know, we have men that
Yeah.
they don't want their women to go.
yeah.
This person's point is not that you will hinder their progress. The person, he feels like if he's in a relationship with you, he has to give you time, he has to make time to talk to you and all of that. That personally to him, that will hinder his progress academically and
Wow.
yeah.
No, but that's not
You can
really a
still
valid
adjust.
point.
That's
It's not
the
like
point.
it's not like you speak to the person
is just mad.
24 hours
I
of
know
the
that.
day.
And if the
It's-
person even
At times you can
understands that
text.
you are
At times
writing
you can
exams or
text.
something,
Yeah,
The
you
person
can text.
understands, yeah.
You can text. Even you don't always have to. You can text.
Yeah, but that's the person's point. So it's everybody's-
Anyway, maybe he's talking from an experience, a past.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people speak from their experience. So at times when I listen to people, I don't try to judge them
Yeah.
because I know maybe they are talking from an experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes I try to be easy on them, even though maybe what they might be saying I know is not right or it's not true.
Yeah.
But I can also deny their experience, and sometimes
Yeah.
your experience it's not fact.
Yeah.
You see, your experience sometimes it's not, maybe
Yeah.
it's something you went through, but it doesn't mean it's always the case.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so,
what I'm trying to understand this person that says it's actually stressful.
Yeah.
It's because maybe you didn't have the right person.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So, no, I don't think though it's work, you're supposed to work it out, but
Yeah,
it's
but
not
because
a
love
fatigue.
love is supposed to be a beautiful thing. So if it's no longer beautiful, then it's not love. Like you just leave. Why
Yeah.
would you stress
If
yourself?
it becomes a
I
tedious
don't know if
work,
or you
then-
marry the person and you're going through the stress. Come
Yeah,
on.
you just have to
You
work
shouldn't
out.
put yourself through such a thing. Just end it and go your way. Because love is supposed to be a beautiful thing. So if it's not, then you should just end
If it tends to become a tedious work.
it. Yeah.
Just let it go.
Yeah, just let it go. You shouldn't waste your time.
All right, so now let's talk about the advantages of being in a relationship.
Mm.
Looks like the advantages are a lot. Godfrey, what do you think?
I think you having someone you can open up to is such a relief. Like it's a nice thing that you have someone you can share things with who won't judge you,
Exactly.
who won't say, you are this, you are that, but rather someone that if you are down, you go to and the person will encourage you. You can do this, go and do it, and other stuff will encourage you. So it's nice to have someone you can open up to because we all want that. We all want at least a person where we can just come and pour out everything to them for them to listen to us. We all want that. So it's one of the advantages of being in a relationship. Yeah.
And this.
Disadvantage.
Does
think
it
we-
hinder one's progress or
I don't think
So
so.
the person-
It depends on the person. I don't think so. Like, because as we said, you wouldn't speak with the person 24 hours. And even sometimes if you are busy and you can't talk, sometimes you can text. Text, oh, you can send, I'm occupied a bit. Can we talk later or something? Or we talk at this time. At least you should understand each other. Because you can't always be talking. If you always talk, you can't do other stuff. So I get the point that if you really want it to hinder your progress, then it means it means you guys talk every time. That's why you can't you can't progress in whatever you are doing, because if you're always talking, you don't have time to do other stuff. And so you should know when to talk, when not to talk. If you are busy, the other person should understand that he's busy or she's busy. So at least let me, I shouldn't worry the person with texting and everything, so that the person can do whatever he or she is doing. So yeah, I don't know whether that's a disadvantage or advantage, but I don't want to use that word, disadvantage and advantage, but anyway, yeah.
And Aisha, what do you think? I think his point is right. There's no disadvantage. I feel like the disadvantage comes in when it concerns the person you are with. The person is stressing you and it's a disadvantage. You just leave it be. But that doesn't mean generally the relationship, every relationship is supposed to be like that. It means maybe the person you are with is not the right person for you, it's not the right fit. That's how come there's this disadvantage or that.
Yeah, and in we saying that, we are not saying there are not times where you won't step on each other's foot. Like there are times maybe I will say something. I will say one thing, maybe you don't agree, and then maybe I don't know, maybe I wouldn't want to see you because I'm angry. But there are ways to go about all those things. It doesn't mean because sometimes you wouldn't agree with each other, then it means it's not, you shouldn't be in a relationship. No. Even with your friends, you have argument with your friends. So doesn't mean I'll no longer be your friend because we had one argument. So there are ways to also go about all those stuff,
Yeah. I also think like you said before, love is a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
That's if you're with the right person.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. So what you guys think about, or what an advice you would give to somebody in order to improve their relationship, to avoid all these breakups and all that? I don't know if the breakups are intentional or anything, because now it's like no relationship is working out. Yeah.
It depends on the breakup. Sometimes it's the only option available for a reason. So, but the other breakups would happen because maybe one cheated. Yeah, and the other can't be with the person anymore. Yeah, I think those, I don't really think there are a lot of reasons as to. I think the main reason is maybe one person cheated and then the other person decides to end up.
That's the only time there should be a breakup.
Bon, I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
But
that's what you're trying to say. That's what I'm understanding.
No, I'm saying there are other breakups that is the only option.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then if your partner
is the only cause.
No, he's not
cheating
saying
is the only cause.
No, he didn't say the only cause.
Because, for instance, you're in a relationship and maybe your parents do not agree of your relationship. You can't continue in a relationship where you know your parents don't agree. Would you want to continue in a relationship like that?
Want a happy relationship.
Yeah. So you see, really? in that case, you might decide to end it. It doesn't mean the person cheated on you.
You can also solve that one out,
you can, but
I don't think it's a big deal.
To her, it's not a big deal. So to another person, it could be.
Even me, my family is only my mother.
You see, so in her case,
just my mom.
Yeah. So, but there are some cases where both parents are there.
Yeah.
And they don't agree, and I don't think you should want to be in a relationship where both parents do not agree of.
Yeah, but then
you just come to agreement.
Being in a relationship where your husband's or your fiance's parents hate you so much, that's that's a big deal.
Yeah,
so something like this to be hard.
Yeah. So, but as you said, you can try and convince your parents, but if you try and try,
but let's bring it to just relationship, not marriage.
Yeah,
not
relationship. No, I'm talking about relationship.
Happens where the parent will disapprove
of your relationship. I'm not talking about marriage.
They will disapprove of you being in a relationship, not
not you being the person. I'm talking about the person.
Let's say you have a guy, but then his parents are not approving to the both of you being together.
Being in a relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, is what I'm saying. So maybe one person might decide to end the relationship. That one is their option. They've decided to. But for instance, in her case, he said that wouldn't be a big deal, so she can be able to work it out.
For the man's family, if they don't like me, that one will be, even that one, if the man loves you to the extent where you say, oh, we can still overlook it. I feel like the person's family will weigh on it. But me, when my mother does not, my mother is,
for my mom,
this man, I don't really,
I can handle.
Like I can handle her. I can explain to her. And I'm not even sure my mother will try to block if I'm happy, my mother will be happy for me. She will not even have a reason. Or maybe she'll give you advice. This man, I don't see him well. I don't think he's a good student, but she can't say, oh, don't be with him because me, I will not even
know. They will have a reason. No, they are not just saying don't be with it because just don't. No, they will always have a reason.
Just give you an advice or something like that. I also think there's a lot of other things that causes breakup. Sometimes both of you will start, like how I say, get to know your partner. You get to know the person. You will, we are on the same agreement on a lot of things. Then while the person is growing, the person's mindset changes. The person starts to attract new ideas, new perspective on a lot of things. You realize where we are now, we are not on the same page on a lot of things. That can also cause breakup. It's not always about cheating or about
exactly my point.
A lot of other things. You are not in the same place in life. Also, students, one will go home, one will be here. It can also break up because we are not in the same place. We cannot continue the relationship. All those things, they also cause relationship.
For a relationship to work, I feel you must know each other, talk to each other. Communication is key. Communicate with each other. Know each other so that you know how to make things work. Because if you don't understand each other, that is when the quarrels and this petty stuff will come in. I don't think any of us want to be in a relationship where it's always anything I say, it leads to a fight. I know what I'm about to say, it will lead to a fight. You don't want to be in such a way. It's just stress. Like for instance, when the person is saying relationship is stress, it's because you didn't find the right person and you didn't understand each other. You didn't communicate enough to know each other. So at least always try to talk, even if you are not together in the same place, if we are different places. Talk on the phone, chat.
Get to know each other.
Get to know each other so that at least you can make it work. I mean, I'm not saying because if you do that, then automatically relationship is work. You have to apply yourself. Each of you have to apply yourself. You have to be intentional about what you are doing for it to make it work. So it's work. We have to put in the effort.
Alright, so if your partner cheats on you, should you stay or should you leave?
It depends on the person. It depends on the person.
Some people that cheating is the end of them.
Some people can't stand. It's a deal breaker. But there are for some people. For instance, Beyonce and Jay-Z. A lot of women have Beyonce as their role model. They always say, hey, Beyonce, but if you ask them, if your man cheats, they will be like, no, but you have a role model who stayed with his man, even though his man cheated. Like, he cheated on her, but she's still with him.
That one is personal.
So it's personal. To others, it's like a deal breaker.
Who don't mind if you try to stay faithful after that. They don't mind, but there's some people
it's a deal breaker. They can't because they've lost the trust they have for you. So they can't.
It can't be built again.
Because they say a cheating man
is always a cheater. Yeah, that's true.
And I also kind of feel like they stay in the fear of getting to know another person. Like they are not going to start a new relationship all over. So getting to know somebody all over, that's the fear. Because they always say the devil you know is better
than the enemy you know. That's true though. Me, I've seen that happen real in real time. That you are so scared to leave the person because you are scared of the next person. What if the next person is even worse than at least this one you know is flaws.
Why would you work with that mentality?
People work with that mentality.
I think that's the main reason why people are so much
attached.
They are so much it's like they are bonded.
Yes.
To their relationship, even though their partners are cheating.
They know that this partner is not being right. Yes, I'm sure that they will even defend that partner, even though they know this man is not right for me. Also,
but it's because your relationship affects other areas of your life. And so, if you want to stay in a relationship because you are afraid of the next person,
let's say this.
So you are ready to risk everything just to be with a person you know who will cheat on you, who might do maybe something you don't like, or like, are you ready to take that risk?
Let's say the person has spent 5 years already in the relationship, 3 years already.
There was an issue like that on Steve Harvey. The woman has been in the marriage for 20 years. And he's like, so this 20, are you ready to go through another 20 years of hell? That's when she was like, hell no. They was like, yes, then move on. Those days our parents all stayed in toxic relationship because of our babies. Yes. Because you don't want your kids to grow up with that. Even me, that one of this, like, it scares me a lot. Because I feel like if I have children with this man, I want my kids to grow up with both parents in the end. So I'm very sure that in future when I get to that, if my man cheats on me, but I'm very sure I will try my best to work it out. I'm very sure I will get it. Because
when kids are involved, it becomes a different.
Even me, my father did not give my mother, but he died and left it. I saw how it was. I really do not want my kids to grow up in a broken family. Before I will really commit to marry someone, I know it's forever. Because I know if that happens, I'm very sure I will try to work it out rather than run away.
And mostly when kids grow up in a broken home, it
affects them a lot.
It affects the kids. They can end up being.
They can just society does not want to talk about this, but it affects them a lot.
It does. And so you must really be sure.
So it's the condition, you can.
Even though sometimes you think you know the person, but the person changes later, it's a risk you have to take. But you must at least try to know that the person is in the right place. Not the person that you know. I feel like sometimes women ignore the truth. Like they overlook the fact.
Yes.
You guys use that as an excuse. Sometimes you know that this guy, you saw the red part. I was speaking to someone about it. That you guys know the red flag, but because you say I'm in love, so you just overlook it, and then you go into it, and the guy treats you, and you come back and say.
It's also sometimes because of the fear of getting to know another person.
Yes.
How is that if you don't get that fear?
Like, you guys have that kind of fear.
Going to start all over.
Like going to start all over with
this person just takes advantage of you and goes.
Exactly. But sometimes it's a good thing to, start all over again.
Because for me, I'm looking at the stress you want to put yourself through because you're afraid of knowing another person.
They don't think there've been a lot of issues about that where the fear of walking out, so they are.
I understand if it's a long-term relationship, like for
marriage.
The one she talked about, 15 years of marriage, 20 years of marriage.
Just relationship, like 5 years, 6 years.
It's not easy to throw that away.
Why would you be in a relationship with someone 5 years, 6 years?
Is it too much?
People are doing
It's too much.
People are doing it.
I know people have been there for 10 years.
Is it a medical or you can do your medicine specialized?
No,
10 years. Why?
So what's the max for?
1, 2 years.
And you married?
To get married.
And you married soon.
A year or 2.
People have been married
for that's nice.
3 months.
That happens.
Because why would you stay with someone for all those years and then you end up not married?
Exactly.
They will marry.
You've wasted the person's time.
That's the thing. The person says, I'm not financially ready.
Then don't be in a relationship. Why in a relationship?
Exactly my point.
Yeah.
But the men, when they know
Not
they
all
want
men
to marry
like
you, when they know they want to marry you, they know.
So
If
in
you are the one, they know.
other words, what we are saying is the guys who stay with girls for 5 years, 6 years, they know they won't marry the person, but they are just there.
No, sometimes they know, but they are not in the right part of life. They are not financially
If he wants to marry you, he knows that you are the one.
Me, even right now, if I meet someone, I know this person, I want to marry, the person wants to marry me, I will still not marry because right now I'm not in a position to marry.
Exactly, so don't go into it.
No! I can still be in a relationship even though I know I want to marry this person.
But how do you know it will end up in marriage?
No, we just want to get married, but at this moment,
it's years old. People's minds change.
But me, I don't support your own say I can't date for 5 years.
I'm not saying you can't. You can do it.
Yeah, you said it's a lot, but obviously everybody else.
I'm saying for me. I'm saying for me. I'm not saying for everyone.
Yeah, me. So I'm saying it's like what she's saying. You can like the person. You know this person. I want to marry them, but you will not be in the right position to marry.
Do you girls Are you guys okay with being in a relationship where you know this guy doesn't have marriage on his mind, but you're in a relationship? Do you guys like that? Would you
Personally,
be?
no.
Mhm.
But there are girls who want to just explore, just get to know a lot of people, know what they like and what they don't like. Those people, they don't have a problem with being in a lot of relationships or even one person for so long. When they know that, oh, this person, I don't want to marry him, I'm just getting to know what I like and what I don't like.
Yeah, but at times I feel maybe if you are young, then you have that mentality.
Yeah.
But when you are getting old, that thing just
You
goes
just-
from your mind.
Me, I think when they are young, I don't judge
They are
them.
just
You should
exploring, yeah.
If that's what you want to do, you should do
But
it.
when you are getting
But when
older,
you're
it
getting
just
old and you still don't have a plan for your life, you just
Like-
want to be running through men.
no,
That one
it
is-
will just vanish from
It's
your
risky.
Yeah, it's risky.
And even that one, all the time, women are in a disadvantage. Men, they don't have a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah, because men 30 years, 40 years
Yeah.
can still get married and
Can still
still
find
have
a
kids.
20-year-old
Yeah,
to
find
be
20-year-old, 25-year-old.
married.
So
All right. So I think that'll be all for today. So any last words? Anything to say?
Me, I would say finally, when it comes to deciding whether you want to be in a relationship or being single, it should be personal. It should be a personal choice. You should know
yeah.
if you are ready mentally, financially, and then financially is both ways. Relationship, we are both supposed to support each other. Not only the men are
because
supposed to support women.
relationship is not marriage.
Yeah, it's not marriage. We are both having fun. We are youth, so you should know you are in the right place to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
You have valid reasons, like Godfrey said. You know this is the reason why I want to be with this person. Yeah, so make sure you are both in a good space and you have a good reason to be in a relationship and all that. So it boils down back to your personal choice. So just make a personal decision and find the right person.
Yeah, so I think I agree, and you should know why you want to be in a relationship. Is it because your friends are in a relationship and you see it and say, hey, that would be sweet though. Then you also want to enter. You should have reasons as to why you want to enter a relationship. Because I don't think you want to waste your time with a guy or a girl for some years, after some years, and then you don't end up marrying, then you are not going to enter another relationship, know another person. All those stress. Personally, I wouldn't want to go through such a stress. So you should have valid reasons as to why you want to enter. You must be in a good place. I'm not saying you should be rich or anything like, no, we are not talking about that, but being matured, because relationship is work. You have to apply yourself. So if you are not ready to work at it, your relationship won't last and you end up being with different guys or different girls. And at the end of it all, when you are ready to now marry, all your past baggage is now coming to affect your present.
There was a post on Twitter. The woman said, you didn't see it, that when she got married, did you hear of it? When she was about to marry, she asked God to clear all her body counts. You know, see it? Oh, it was really trending on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
No,
Yeah,
because
Her mom was a virgin, so she said she prayed to God that God should clear all her body counts, all her past experiences. She doesn't want to remember all of it. She wants to start afresh with the person. God did it. And the way they dragged her on Twitter, on Instagram. How can you tell me this, that you forgot all your past experience?
Yeah, so
when you're starting to
all those baggages from your past, they come when you're ready. You're not ready to be married and stuff, and so you must really think about these things before you go into a relationship.
Yeah, I think I would also say, do not let society push you into something you don't want to. You don't want to do. So yeah, that'll be all for today. Thank you all so much for watching, and we really appreciate it. And please keep your comments coming. And if you want to reach out to us, you find our social media handles, text us, call us, anyhow, just get in touch and we'll be happy to have you. I'm out.